We now have Jeimmie Navaga, executive producer at KOMU8 News in Missouri, United States, on Skype to talk about this incident. Jeimmie, first, let me ask you, when you saw the pictures, what was your reaction? Well, no doubt you were shocked at the scene at that scene, but take us through your emotions.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing I thought about was my students. The 24-year-old is the same age as a number of my students, so it's very difficult to think about that this could happen to someone that that I work with on a daily basis. So that was my first thought. My second thought was I can't imagine what it's like to work in a newsroom that has to deal with that today. Because we always teach our students, you don't want to be part of the news, just tell the story. And today, this story is making headlines and they are part of the news.
Now, what does this say about relationships within students or workers, people in the newsroom basically? Should they be wary of one another? What does it say really?
I think, I don't think that there's any sort of warning that you shouldn't have, you should be careful with your coworkers. I think in general, people who work together in the newsrooms, we work together like family. We spend most of our time together, and we work for the same goal, which is putting together a quality newscast. So in this instance, it's rare, it's isolated. There are some lessons to be learned from it, but I don't think it is a overarching warning for journalists out there that they need to be careful with who they associate with in the newsroom. If anything, I think this incident is going to bring people together.
All right, this incident is an example of gun violence which is becoming common in the U.S. What can the government do with regards to curbing the possession of arms?
Well, gun control is very much, it's not becoming a problem. It is a problem in the United States. And the problem is it's not that the government can do something for the entire country. I think every state has to deal with it on a different level. I used to work in Chicago, and Chicago has a very big gun problem. And I don't know what the situation is like in Roanoke, Virginia, but I assume they have gun problems of their own. So I think it's a case-by-case basis. You can't give or have a blanket law, because I think every area deals with it very differently, and the community deals with gun control very differently. In Missouri, it's very different from what's going on in Illinois to what's going on in Virginia. So in my opinion, there just needs to be more awareness of who is getting a hold of these guns and what we can do to educate people on proper gun use and proper gun. I don't know that gun control is really the issue at this point. And especially for this case, it's very much again, an isolated incident.
All right, Jeimmie, my last question to you. Do you think this incident could have been prevented?
I honestly don't know how that it could have been. I don't think when the TV station hired him, they knew that he would be upset in this manner. I don't know that anyone could have warned the crew. And I don't know that they could have defended themselves. So in my opinion, this is so out of nowhere, unexpected. I don't think that there was anything anyone could have done to stop this incident, unfortunately.
Jeimmie Navaga, many thanks for your time on the news.